Well, that was funny. That was funny. Oh my goodness. What? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Dude, I mean, shareholders equity seaboard. Wait just a second. Oh, um, how can you figure this out right now? How can you how can you do this with so little information right now? Because, okay, so assets minus liabilities equals equity. Therefore, their goodwill. Okay, book value is 40 million, goodwill 60 million. Well, goodwill. Okay, 65 million. Wait, is that literally it? That's it? Oh wait, how did I mess that up? They paid in excess of 60 million, and then they made one adjustment to identifiable intangible assets. So that means it should be. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's 55 million. Okay, yeah. Dude, that was so easy. I mean, seriously, he said we didn't have to do any of the other ones. He said we could just do 1, 2, 3, and 6. Is that it? I hope. I hope that's it. Man. But I'm not gonna do any more if he specifically in class said we didn't have to do that. He said just do 1, 2, 3, and 6. Number 4, record acquisition, record the thing here. Yeah, these are some tedious stuff here. Like, they're making you put all that stuff in. Okay, so this one is probably not as bad, but still. Yeah, he said just do 1, 2, 3, and 6. That's what he said. So that's what we're gonna do. He said we could skip all the other ones. He said all we had to do was 1, 2, 3, and 6. That's it. I'm sure that's what he said in class. I mean, 1, 2, and 3 took forever. Well, we'll see. I guess we're just gonna finish the attempt as it is right now, with only 1, 2, 3, and 6 complete. One, two, three, 6. So, yep. So, that's fun. So, Look, it says I spent 8 hours on it. There's no way. I didn't spend 8 hours on it, right? Okay, I think it's the reason why it says that is because it went from the beginning of when I clicked into it to the end when I clicked submit, but I didn't work on it for the full 8 hours. I worked on it for maybe 2 or 3 hours, something. Or let's see, I worked on it for like 30 minutes in the morning, and then no, maybe it was only 15 minutes in the morning that I worked on it, or maybe 20 minutes, and then I worked on it for like 1.5 hours. In between the classes, and then I worked on it during the class for like 45 minutes. So, yep. Now our grade in the class is going to be even less than it already was. Actually, no, it's going to be better because, oh, wait, what? I think he just automatically gave everyone a 15 out of 15. What? That's so funny. It just automatically gives you 15 out of 15. I wonder if I had done absolutely nothing, it would have counted it as 15 out of 15. But anyways. That's great. That's great. Okay. I don't know how that even works. How did he manage to do that? It says some people got lower than that. Huh. I'm not sure how that works exactly, because how did that just happen? I'm so confused. How did he manage to mark it 15 out of 15? I wonder if he marked it 15 out of 15 like before I even finished it. No. I mean, maybe there's a way to just give everyone all the points automatically or something. I'm not sure how that works, because it still shows some people don't have full credit for it. So what's that about? Low score is 8.84. Okay, well that's done already. And then I have a stinking thingy. And why bother putting effort into this assignment? It would kind of look bad if I turned in this late and then I ended up getting. So, like the test that I took. Okay, so he said that one of the questions on the test, he accidentally gave us a question that would have taken everyone way too long. So he didn't count the question. He gave everyone full credit for the question or something. And he said only one person got it fully correct. And then he handed out the test question on a piece of paper. So he handed out the test on a piece of paper, and said, finish it by Wednesday. And I was an idiot and misheard it, because he said one day and then changed it to another day, and I thought he said Wednesday and changed it to another day, but it's actually, I think he said Monday and then changed it to Wednesday. So I didn't even think he was collected on Wednesday. So anyways. So yeah, I'm turning it in late. It's funny. I have to do this thing. But the fun fact is that I took the test a few days later, and that question that he talked about that was too long, I didn't even recognize it. I just did it without realizing that it was the question he was talking about. So I did the whole test, including the long question that he didn't intend to be on the test. And I like fully answered it except for one tiny part that I couldn't really get. So, but it kind of sucks. It might all be for nothing because he might have just given me full credit regardless. That's fine. And now I'm just and now I'm doing the question a second time. So theoretically it should be easy for me, but I don't know. I'm not even sure if I did it right, so I'm afraid of doing it the same way I did on the test because then basically it showed I didn't learn anything at all. Well, obviously, but come. That was funny. Overhead is applied to jobs in production based on direct labor cost. So we can clearly calculate the overhead rate easily. That was fun. Wait, what is it called? POHR or something? At least I get open notes this time. That's funny. Chapter 3. I mean, chapter 7. So, why am I even looking this up? I just wanted to get the right acronym. I don't know why it's even called that. Predetermined overhead rate. Oh. The estimated total manufacturing overhead cost. So 770. And then the estimated amount of allocation base. The total estimated is 350. So, well, it's funny. And I can look at the PowerPoint to make absolutely sure I'm doing everything right. It's not that hard. Well, that was funny. When is he ever going to post our grades? When are both of my professors going to post the grades for those tests I took on Tuesday? So, purchased materials. You know what? This is different from the test question because on the test he said to prepare every journal entry related to every transaction, whereas on this one he just says us doing a T account. I mean T accounts. Because it just says prepare T accounts. So T account for materials. Now I'm going to get these account names correct, unlike the test where I probably did it wrong. Raw materials inventory are so raw materials. I'm just going to do RM. So the T account for raw materials, when you purchase materials, now it doesn't even say what A is. But I'm assuming that's purchasing raw materials. So, I mean, obviously, why wouldn't it be? Okay. So, purchasing raw materials is going to... Oh, you know what's funny? The directions say you don't even need raw materials inventory. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All you need is work in process, finished goods, manufacturing overhead control, and cost of goods sold. You don't even need raw materials. Oh, thank you. Thanks, that messes up the whole thing. So, we actually just need the work in process. That was funny. Ooh. That's funny. Work in process. So, work in process is B. So, like, I don't like how they do this. They're not really showing you what each thing is. Transfer from raw material to work in process, I'm assuming. So, when that happens, you do that. And what's the other one? B. Yeah. So when you purchase the materials, it doesn't go into work in process. One, you don't even need that one. Requisitioned materials for production. So to get that, you have 80%, 5% of purchases. 0.85 times the purchases are 567. So 85% of it is direct materials. So, and indirect materials is not going to actually go there because you're not going to put the actual overhead into work in process. You're actually going to put it in the manufacturing overhead control account. Oh, that was funny. Oh, wait, no, you're not. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, I'm confused right now. I'm confused. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And did I do something wrong? This chart is confusing me because where's the part where you have actual overhead incurred? They don't have that listed as one of the options. Because D is manufacturing overhead applied to the job. And then G's are just a bunch of stuff. Now, what is G? So let's assume that I was correct originally. If you requisition the purchases, yeah, because like indirect materials being used up and going to manufacturing overhead. So that is correct. That was correct. So anyways, 481. I mean, I kind of already did the question on the test. Like, do we really have to do the assignment? Is it required? Is the assignment required? Because I already did it on the test. Oh, come on. I don't want to do it. I just want my test answer to be my answer, so I don't have to do it. That was fun. And then 12% is going to be in manufacturing overhead. Oh my gosh! Manufacturing overhead. Manufacturing overhead. So, we have, what is 12% of 567? 68. 1,040. And so that covers number 2. Direct labor for production. Direct labor goes to work in process. And indirect labor goes to manufacturing overhead because, see, accounts payable, or no, wages payable is indirect labor, manufacturing overhead. So 125. So that covers this overhead incurred. Now that's the one I was confused about because there's other overhead that happens. But the credit for it, you don't know what it is because it doesn't say. There's multiple places where the credit could go. But maybe that means I got the question fully correct on the test because it didn't say what the credit was. Wow, that's funny. Because it could be any of a number of things. It could be, so it can't be raw materials because it says not materials, and it can't be work in process labor. It can't be wages payable. So the only options that it could be are what, accounts payable? Could it be accounts payable? It could be accounts payable, or no, maybe not. I'm a little bit confused right now, but like it could be taxes payable, it could be utilities payable, it could be accumulated depreciation. Guess freaking what, man? I didn't get the question wrong after all, at least in that specific part of the question, because I was so confused when I got to number 4, and I was like, what am I supposed to credit here? And then now I realized I didn't have to credit anything. They didn't give me enough information to know what to credit. So that's funny. Dude, imagine if I get this question fully correct on the test and then I have to do it again for homework. That would be so funny. Like I hand him the homework and he's like, oh, thanks for this, but you got the question right on the test anyways. I need to do it. I don't know. Dude, if I get the same numbers as the test, I'm going to be so mad that I had to do it twice and it was all for nothing. So anyways, number 4, all you have to do is incur more overhead by putting 529 here. And that's number 4. Overhead is applied to jobs. Okay, so when you apply the overhead, that's D. Apply the overhead. D is crediting manufacturing overhead, and it's going to be debited into work in process. That's funny. So now the implied overhead is going to be direct labor costs. So the direct labor cost is 331, right? So you do 331 times the overhead rate. So like this is what I got on the test. So far, same answer. Hopefully, I didn't screw it up on the test. I mean, I actually want to have gotten it wrong on the test so that this isn't a complete waste of time. I don't know. Is that how it works? So you do 728 for work in process. And then you debit the 728 here, or a credit rather. You credit this 728 over here. Applied overhead. And then goods costing this were completed during the period. So when goods are completed, they get transferred to finished goods. They are credited to work in process and debited to finished goods. So, so when the finished goods are finished, that was funny. You do this way, 976. And so far, this is looking very similar to what I did on the test. Finished goods inventory is going to be here. Finished goods, you just have that's funny, 976. That's it. We completed that. And then goods costing this were sold. So when you sell goods, it's F. Take it out of finished goods, put it into cost of goods sold. So, epic fail. And cost of goods sold will $513,000. $513 is an expense, and when you sell it, it ends up being taken out of there. 513, 200, and that was completed. Oh my gosh, they told you the labor rate? I didn't even need to calculate the labor rate. I'm so dumb. That's so hilarious. They told you the labor rate. Prepare the work in process, finished goods, manufacturing overhead control, and cost of goods sold, reflecting the above journal entries. Okay, and I'm still a little bit confused by the overhead thing because aren't you supposed to cancel out that account at the end? Okay, so here's the problem though. I think we did it differently. Oh, you know what? So here's the thing: when you do use one account instead of two accounts, and then you do the adjusting entry to make the both the credits and the debits equal, that cancels out everything. So it makes more sense to just have one account. I mean, why would you? The homework had two accounts, and I was so confused. But so now we have the T accounts. Determine if the overhead is over or under applied. Um, so manufacturing overhead is um, so it looks like it's going to be over applied, I believe. Yeah, because um, um, the difference between them is it's over applied. It's over applied. $6,160. Prepare the journal entry to prorate the over and under applied overhead. So now I'm going to make sure I did this right on the test because I was kind of scared I didn't do it right. So proration. Let's look it up here. Come on, where is it? Proration. Cost of goods sold, work in process, and finished goods. That's what I said. I think that's what I did on the test. All you have to do, apply it based on their relative sizes, using the ending balances of each account. So ending balance, the way I will do it is um so um they are based on cost of goods sold, work in process, and finished goods. Cost of good sold, ending balance The cost of goods sold ending balance is obviously 513,200. I mean, this is turning out to be pretty much exactly like, okay, proration here. Let's just look at problem 752 to just make absolutely sure. I don't know. I don't think I need to. And it's prorated based on the work in process. So now we have to actually do some math. Wow. Oops. So you have 481, 950 plus 331 plus 728, 200. Minus 976. How did I get a bigger work in process ending balance? Uh-oh. Did I do this wrong on the test? Because I don't remember getting a 565, 150 for work in process. Oh no. Did he post our next homework assignment? Oh boy. When's that, dude? Wednesday. Oh man. So they applied this much overhead, under applied overhead. What about proration? Oh, they didn't really do it. They just gave you like stuff. But how are we getting such a huge work in process balance? And is that the same balance I got on the test? I mean, how far back can I go in my history to find that? Yeah, it's too far up. I can't go find it in my history here. Dang it. That's essentially 8, and then 15 minus 9. Or minus 10. How did I get such a huge balance? Use the ending balance. The ending balance. I don't remember getting these. Total is 513, 200 plus 565, 150 plus 462, 800. That was funny. Oh, come on. I'm getting different percentages from when I got on the test. You've got to be kidding me. How would I screw this up on the test? Come on, man. Come on. Dang it. How did I screw this up on the test? You've got to be kidding me. I don't know what I messed up on the test. I seriously don't know. I don't remember how I screwed it up. Gosh dang it. I'm getting close to the end, therefore take pill. That was funny. And also, don't forget that you took your pill because I keep forgetting I take my pill and then I have to take another pill. I am staring at the pill right now, remembering that I am taking it. I am going to take it. That was fun. I am now taking it. Dude, what did I screw up on that test? Just what? Well, it doesn't matter. He's not gonna even mark me off for it, right? So 565. Zero 1 3 0 3. So 0.3330 times 6160 equals Wait, two. It I'm just gonna round them down, whatever. So when you over apply, if you over apply the overhead to get the overhead account,
for balance, you're gonna have to do a thing.
see, so this is when it's under applied, but But this time we over applied it, so therefore we're gonna have to debit it because we need to debit. No. So it's gonna have to be manufacturing overhead control. And the correct credit is cost. Oh, come on! Work in process. Finished goods. Oh. The overhead control was 6,160, and then 2,051, and then we have 2,259. And finished goods was 1,850. I didn't even take that long. I have a feeling I messed up the proration part because I don't recognize the numbers at all, so that sucks. Come on. I don't even know which number I messed up. Like, come on, man. How did I mess it up?
Wow, that was funny.
Oh,